Hey guys, I'm Alan, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a lead guitar tutorial over Less Like Me by Zach Williams. And I will have a tab available over on Patreon, so if you want one of those you can print off and follow along with. Feel free to check that out over there. Also, I'll be making a cover video of me playing this electric guitar part through the entire song, so be sure to stay tuned for that. This song is a lot of fun. It's kind of cool just to talk about the tone for a minute. It has real kind of a Nashville kind of vibe to it. So we want to be sure we use a lot of compression. And if you have a single coil guitar, go ahead and use that. This guitar has like coil splitting, so I just have it set to where it sounds like a single coil guitar. And we're in the key of B flat, and our tempo is 85 beats per minute. So let's get going. Here is what the first part sounds like. We don't play anything until the little interlude right after the first chorus. So that's where I'm going to jump in at. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's show you guys how to play that. It's a lot of fun. So we're starting off on the 5th fret of the G string with the first finger. Then I'm going to put my pinky on the 8th fret of the D string. So we're going to strum both of those. And we'll hammer on with the middle finger to the 7th fret. Also, real quick, if that's too big of a stretch, you can move this down here if you want to like the 3rd fret of the G and the 1st fret of the B, just to kind of show you that alternate way to play it if it's too hard to stretch that far. So yeah, we have that. And we'll hit the 7th and 8th fret again. And we're going to bend the 7th fret. And then back to the 7, 5, 3. So put that all together. You have. Then the next measure, we're going to hammer on from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret of the D string. We do this little fill. Hammer on 3, 5, and then 3 on the G. So far we have this. Then the next half is pretty much the same thing, just ends slightly differently. So the next half goes. And 3, we're going to slide from 3 to 8. There on the D string. All right, so that's it for our first interlude. Then let's jump to verse 2, and on this part we're going to be playing thirds. So here's what those sound like. We're going to come in on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. So this part's a little bit easier than the intro. So we're starting off on the 7th fret of the D string and the 8th fret of the A string. We'll just strum that one time for one beat. Then we'll go down to 5 and 6 on the same 2 strings. 1, 2, 3. Then we do this little fill. And the rhythm of that is like and 4. And then we're back to our hammer on like we started. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And just throw that little fill in there at the end. And that's all for verse 2. On the pre-chorus, we'll cut out there and won't play anything. So I'm going to jump to the second chorus and just run through that for you guys. It's really similar, a lot of kind of the same riffs, just kind of moved around. So here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go over that real quick. It starts out the same way with that hammer on from 5 to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this next part will bar across the 3rd fret of the D and the G. Kind of the same idea. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're back to our hammer on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and we slide back up. 7 and 8. And here we're going to go up to the 8th fret of the D string and then the 10th fret of the A string. Let that ring for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Down to 3 and 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our hammer on again. 1, 2. We're going to play an F power chord. 3, 4. And we hammer on. All right, now this next little fill is kind of the hardest thing to hear out of the whole song. So I did my best. I'm not exactly sure if this is completely how he plays it, but hopefully it's pretty close. It sounds okay, even if it's not exactly what he does. So we're going to slide from the 3rd fret to the 6th fret on the E string, and then the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the A, and 3 to 5 on the D slide, and then the 8th fret of the D. Put that all together, you have a little faster. And that little fill just kind of leads you like right into the bridge. So that's all for the second chorus. Let's go through the bridge, and this part's pretty cool. We have some kind of neat chords in this part. So I'll just run through it first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we start off on this like G minor chord where we're playing the 8th fret of the D string and the 10th fret of the A. Let that ring for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. And this next chord, we're hitting the 5th fret of the A string, 8th fret of the D string, and then the 7th fret of the G string. We go to an E flat power chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then just like a B flat major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then an F chord. 1, 2. And this next chord we don't play very often. This is a G flat diminished. So we're going to hit the, I'll walk you through that. So we're going to hit the 9th fret of the A string, 10th fret of the D, 11th fret of the G, and 10th fret of the B string. Let that ring for 2 beats. So from F to the G flat diminished is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just repeat everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then F. 1, 2. G flat diminished. And we'll end on a E flat power chord. All right, and that's all for the bridge. On the 3rd time through the chorus, we're pretty much just kind of take bits and chunks of other parts of the song. So I'll just run through it so we won't go over it too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on that last F chord, you just want to make sure we only let it ring for 1 beat, and there's kind of a really hard stop there on beat 4. So that measures like 1, 2, 3, rest. And everything cuts out there and then jumps right back in on the next part. Okay, and that brings us to the last part of the song, the outro. It's pretty much the same thing that we did on the interlude, kind of at the beginning of the song. Just is slightly different. We kind of leave out the little fill at the end. So here's what it sounds like. I'll just run through this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just end there on that hammer on from 3 to 5. Okay, guys, I think that wraps it up for the tutorial for this song. It's a lot of fun. It's not very often that we get to play this kind of like really overly compressed Nashville type sound in Christian music, so really cool little guitar part to learn. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. All that good stuff that really helps out the channel and helps this video get pushed out to more people. So again, thanks so much. Don't forget that tab is available over on Patreon if you guys want to follow along with that. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one.